Show.
Jeff Adams Show.
It's the Jeff Adams Show.
The Jeff Adams Show.
Live from Lakeland, Florida. It's the Jeff Adams Show.
You're listening to The Jeff Adams Show. The Jeff Adams Show is sponsored by...
A family unit is the unit that builds up a person's personality. How you behave and what you become in life is very much dependent on your family life. At Embraced by Grace, we believe your family should come first. Children who have a sound family background and who belong to a family with strong family ties are almost always happier. Thus, one cannot deny the importance of family life. Allow Embraced by Grace to show you and your family the way to a brighter future today. Visit us online at embracedbygrace.org and start growing your happy family today.
Yeah! I'm not even going to talk about it, because if I do, I'll get sent to the principal's office. And welcome to the Jeff Adams Show. And it's all good in the hood, I think.
It is. It is.
So, yeah, you know, I'm not going to talk about
Don't
it.
talk. I know you want to. You want to talk about your technical problems. Don't do it, Jeff.
I'm glad my counselor's here.
Hallelujah.
Okay. Oh, well, let's start. We got Denny, Krahe in the house.
Hey.
Good to see you, my man.
Glad to be back. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, looking good, man. Look about the same as last time.
Yeah, not much has changed.
I think we got the same hat. Yep.
I think you wore the same shirt too.
It's
he changed his underwear.
Week, whatever. You never know.
He changed his underwear.
He
That's his
did
most
not wear the
important part.
AC/DC. He's a runner, man. That's like all they do is change their underwear.
You
pretty much it.
Got the shaggy look. Like, gee, Scoob, I'm gonna wear the same green shirt, but it's not a green shirt.
Got the green shorts though.
Then we got Nicole. What's going on, Nicole? Rapping Nick.
I know I missed you guys last week, man. I was trying to feel the vibes in the chat room, but it just wasn't the same. Like it just
wasn't the same.
I needed a microphone from home is what I needed, and I had to dip out because I couldn't handle not being able to talk on the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's
that
bad.
I had stuff to do. So.
Well, I don't know. I mean.
Part trot red.
Oh my gosh! You know what? And you leaned into it.
She leaned into it too.
And we got
I'm not farting on live Jeff Adams show. This is not happening. Okay, I'm being totally set up by these men.
The crazy thing, you were leaning into your
you're
microphone. I was
just
like, perfect.
I was turning the microphone so it wouldn't look like. Anyways, I'm not even gonna try to explain
She
myself.
keeps eating the
Ladies,
table.
Back me up. I am the only lady here. Look at you replaying it in the
Yep.
back.
Yeah, it's the live stream.
This is the crap I gotta put up with here.
And we got RC Kris holding it down, helping produce the show.
Yeah.
Very
Thank
patient
you.
man.
No problem.
And we're starting a little bit late, just for different reasons. But literally, I'm gonna have to bolt out like pretty quick here. You know,
What,
so
10 minutes?
yeah, probably like in 10 minutes. I gotta go. You know,
I can't believe you're leaving on your own show.
I'm just leaving it.
Aren't there some rules to that? Like.
The executives want to talk to me. I don't know what it is. I said, hey, I got a show.
They're
They go,
flying
it
you
doesn't
out.
matter. It doesn't
They're
matter.
like, you must leave.
They said, we want to talk to you. It's very important. I said, but I'm doing a show.
They
They
got the jet
said,
ready. They got the jet ready, so you're good to go.
yeah. I don't know.
But I think you've made it when you can leave your own show,
I think so
and it
too.
just keeps rolling.
Exactly. That's
You know,
what,
like
that's what I
if I
see
try
it.
to leave my show just doesn't go out. But you leave your show, like, hey, we're
I'm
just
trying to
rolling,
practice what
whatever.
I preach. I said, you know, this ain't my show. You know, it's everybody's show. You know, that's the whole motto of the show. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And everybody goes, why'd you call it the Jeff Adams Show? Well, back in the day when Eric Guzman used to host with me, you know, he said, I said, I waited for you. I just went with it. You know, I would have called it some other name, but I just went with it. So there you go. Hey, you guys had a good St. Patrick's Day? We did here. It was fantastic. We had a great time.
What were y'all doing?
Oh, man, we were laughing it up, man. I interviewed Hank.
I love
That's a
Hank.
good interview.
Had some good
Hank
interviews.
the Tank.
So if you didn't catch yesterday's show, watch it on demand. I was very, very proud of the show yesterday. It was.
I'm gonna watch it.
It was a fantastic. We had a good time. And you know, yesterday I went to PDQ. You ever been to PDQ before?
I have. They have good sauces.
They do.
What do you think of PDQs?
I like it a lot. I went there yesterday.
Do you know what it stands for? PDQ?
Shoot.
I have no idea. So I was like going to be really impressed if you
people.
knew.
It's something.
Just make something up. She doesn't know.
It's something
I
people
don't know.
deliver. I don't know. But anyways, we went there because it was like the kids' school night. You go there, you get credit. So Stacy was out of town, so I took him there. She probably doesn't approve of that because it's fried food.
She ain't home.
Man, already got a phone call.
I got it.
So anyways, went there, and you know that bar place, like on the in front of the, you can almost like sit on a bar.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways, we were sitting there, and there was this kid from their school, and I don't know, I like saw in the kid's future because he started like showing off in front of my kids and goes, hey, Jack. He started calling people in the kitchen, and the guy would come up, and he goes, I know everybody here. And he was like telling my kids that I know everybody. And I'm like, wow, okay. And then I just saw him. I just had I saw him in the future. This kid's going to be an alcoholic at a bar. He was talking to everybody. He was bringing the cooks.
You were going to say he's going to be a comedian or he's going to be like this famous actor. And you're like, he's going to be an alcoholic.
So he's going to be Norm from Cheers, basically.
Yeah, he knew every person at the restaurant, which I feel bad because.
Was he an older guy?
No, he was 8 years old.
Okay, because I'm picturing like a 17-year-old maybe or a 20-year-old.
He was 8 years old. And I was like, wow, this kid. And then
maybe his parents work there.
No. Mm-mm.
You know that for a fact.
His mom walked up, and he had an iPhone 6. He's sitting there playing with it, and he's talking to my kids. Yeah, I know everybody, blah, blah, blah. And then Jacob looks at me and he goes, well, you know the owner, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, my dad knows the owner.
Oh, my God, I love it. I love Jacob.
All right, so let me get to this caller here.
Let's do it.
I think it's Matt. Matt, you there?
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Not much, man.
What are you doing today? You didn't call on St. Patty's Day, man. I was worried.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was in the fetal position down on the floor. Said Matt didn't call.
Oh, man.
You hurt my feelings, Matt.
Don't cry, Jeff.
Sorry about that.
So, did you have a good St. Patty's Day?
I'll keep calling, I promise.
Call every day, Matt.
Yeah, it was all right.
Call every day. So you had a good St. Patty's
All
Day?
right.
What are you doing? You hanging up already?
It's all right.
Huh?
No.
Deep conversation.
No, I'm not hanging up.
Okay, you're there, right? So I'm asking you, what did you
Yes.
do on St. Patty's Day yesterday?
Let's see. I worked at the food bank.
Yeah?
Went to the library.
Yeah?
Came home. That's about it, really.
When you go to the library, do you check out the Jeff Adams Show when you're there? On the internet?
No, but I need to do that, though.
You need to go look on YouTube, and you can hear yourself. Watch it on playback, Matt.
All right.
You know what you should do, Matt? You should go to every single computer and just put the website up and leave it up.
Yeah.
He doesn't,
just
have
walk
a,
away.
He doesn't have a computer.
No, on the library.
He lives out in the woods.
In the library.
Don't you, Matt?
What do you mean out in the woods? Where in the woods?
Yeah, I live way out in the woods,
You live
man.
in Astotula, Florida, right?
Yep.
Astotula Noodle?
I know where that is.
Matt, you remember that time a long time ago? I think it was, 10, 15 years ago. I don't know. We took you out on the boat. You remember that?
What did you do to
Yeah,
him?
that was a long time ago, man.
It was a long time ago, and you were freaking out on me because you wanted to get back to youth group. You remember that?
Well, God comes first.
Oh, jeez.
You were freaking out on me. You go, I got to get back, man. And I was like probably 15 miles out from the dock. I go, I'll try my best, Matt. And you were like panicking on me. I go, Matt, it's going to be okay, Matt. We're going to get there. I promise. I'm the captain of this ship. We're going to get you there. We got you there, didn't we?
All right.
Right? Right, Matt?
Yep.
All right. Well, you call in tomorrow and you check in. But also when you go do all your things during the day, check us out. You can find us on YouTube, and you can hear yourself, and you can see what this actually looks like on video.
All right.
All right. And then I'm gonna come see you pretty soon.
All right.
Actually, I gotta come. You know what? What are you doing? I'll maybe come visit you tomorrow or Friday. My mom and dad are both in the hospital, so I got to go up to Lake County.
Lake County.
Yeah. So maybe I'll give you a ring. Okay.
All right, cool. I'll be here tomorrow.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right, talk to you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye, Matt.
All right, bye.
Matt Baxter. He's calling.
He
all
did
the
not
time.
say the story that he wanted to talk about.
Oh, we got lots of stories. on
No,
that.
he's like, I want to talk about my black ammo. I'm like, okay, cool.
Matt said that?
Yeah,
Oh, I threw him off.
I think you did.
I'll give him
my
something
bad.
to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah. Have him call in tomorrow.
I love Matt. You know, Matt's a special guy, man. He's I've known him for years. Me and my friend Roger both known him for years, and yeah, he has a very simple life, and
That's good.
Something to be said about simplicity.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Less is more, baby.
And it was crazy how I ran into him years ago. Was he was bagging groceries at Publix, and he had gray hair, and he just looked at me and he goes, "Jeff Adams." Like he knew exactly what it was because I got fat, you know. And then he looked
Wait,
at me
you
and
got
I go,
fat?
Yeah, when he knew me,
You
I
were
was
starting to bald.
I was skinny, but this was like when I first got married, man, maybe 14, 15 years ago. And you know, when you first year of marriage, you just get
What
all
are you
that
trying
weight.
to say that you gain weight when you get married? Is that what you're trying
The
to
first
say?
Yes,
year,
you
yeah,
do.
that's all you do.
Yes, you do.
I know my husband did. So I was just trying to call that out like a BS flag, but apparently
Yeah, so it's very, very, very
it's
very
not
cool
our
that he
fault
calls
you
in.
guys get fat. I mean, you guys are the ones putting the food in your mouth. Yes, I'm being combative today since you are doing fart drops with me. Fart drop. Red.
Lean into it. Lean into it. Well, you know what?
We have more serious things to talk about today.
I know we do, and you guys are gonna have to do it without me.
Alrighty then.
Womp womp.
Dun, dun. So we're gonna take a break, and when we come back,
Jeff is gone.
producer Kris is in this chair.
In the captain's chair.
Now,
That's RC Chris to you, dude.
children, you need
Cover
to play
your ears.
politely when I'm gone. All right.
Cover your ears. Yes. We won't cuss.
I want this
swear.
studio to be back when I get back tomorrow. He said.
And who's gonna? And Nicole, you need to lead a little bit,
All right.
which I know
will.
you can do.
Okay.
And you know, but he's got to maintain all his equipment,
But
and
Daddy, we're scared.
it's all gonna be good in the hood. All right, enjoy yourselves, and
Peace out.
I'll see you guys later, and enjoy the rest of the show, and we'll be back after this.
So hilarious.
Yeah, it's very entertaining.
They're entertaining.
I just like everything about it.
The Jeff Adams Show.
You're listening to The Jeff Adams Show. It's creative comedy for ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
I love this station.
Absolutely love the station. Oh, yeah.
You guys are the best, best, best.
It is the best station.
Listen to J.A. Creative.
Hi there, I'm the crazy puppet guy who lives in Jeff Adams' head. I'm the one who gives Jeff all of his crazy ideas. This is the part of the show where Jeff Adams has to go to the bathroom. Why me? He lost all of his sponsors except for GoDaddy.com, so he still has to take breaks so he can use the bathroom. He needs to lay off the coffee, if you know what I mean. The other day I told Jeff that yellow snow was Italian ice. Well, let's just leave it at that. Make sure to call in today at 818-927-6205. That's 818-927-6205. Okay, I'm gonna go tell Jeff to get off the toilet so he can finish this awful show. Cheers, people!
Ah, yes. Tune in. Tune in to what? What am I tuning into, Kris?
Oh man, come on, really? If you go to your app store, you could go check it out, tune it. Download them, search for JA Creative, and listen to us 24/7.
That sounds like a great deal.
It does.
Can you do it on your Android device too?
You can do it on Android, you can do it on your iTunes, you can even do it on the computer. Search tunein.com and search for JA Creative.
But why would anybody want to take this station with them? I don't understand that at all. But anyways, go download the app. Quickly, tune in, baby!
Welcome back to the Jeff Adams Show, and we are without Jeff. Where is he?
You guys nervous?
No.
Whatever.
I'm actually not nervous. I'm just glad he's not dropping fart drops again.
Well, that'll be good.
So
That was your cue to hit a fart drop there, Kris.
Yeah, I don't know how to work
Thanks
that
a
machine.
lot, Denny. Let's not give him any ideas. All right, so we're talking about wacky stories today. Does anybody have any wacky stories?
Yeah, let's start. Will you guys give me some wacky stories while I get my stories up?
All right, let's think of wacky
We
stories.
gotta come up with a family-friendly wacky
we
story.
Talked, yeah, because we told Jeff we would be clean and we wouldn't curse. But we were talking in the pre-show about runners that actually run in their underwear in the United States.
Yes,
correct?
the underwear runs.
The underwear runs. And where do you know, like, what? Because Denny is our expert on running. If he would look at the camera, I can't talk. Like the calendar. I was thinking about underwear and men running and calendars.
And she
Okay.
got super flustered.
I know, that's terrible. I'm a married woman. Okay, so listen. We'll keep the show clean. I promise.
Let's get this back on the rails
Jeff.
here, Nicole.
Where do they do this, Denny? Denny's our expert in running.
I mean, all over the place.
Diz runs with.
It's just like a themed run. Like
That's kind of gross, though. Are they wearing tidy whities? Are they wearing boxers?
I mean,
What's
whatever
happening?
floats
That's
your
so
boat.
wrong.
You know,
That's
you get a
wrong.
little. You get a little.
Would you ever do one? Would you ever do one?
Absolutely.
Why haven't you done one yet?
Because I'm not gonna go out of my way to do one. When the Lakeland Runners Club hosts one, I'll be in it.
So if I sponsor you, will you do it?
We are in the Bible Belt.
Well, I mean, it's like sponsor me local or sponsor me to go somewhere. 'Cause I don't know that there's any really local ones around. Although I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Gasparilla or somewhere,
I think we
somewhere
need
in
to
Tampa,
Google
maybe.
it, Chris. When Chris gets back on the, we'll Google it and see.
Yeah. Well, I'll fact check that. So I got a first story for you guys real quick.
A what? What does he have for us? It sounded like he was
A
serving
wacky
us
story right there. Have you guys heard of these guys?
No, but I am loving that.
But I'm ready to get into this one.
All right. So this is what they did. They're from Houston. They're brothers. They stole an iPad, $5,000, and a computer.
An iPad, $5,000, and a computer.
And a computer.
This sounds like a joke, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely.
They went to a local Burger King, took 15 selfies, one YouTube video. They went to the cloud. The cops got them.
Oh, my God.
Talk about selfie fail.
Why would they do that, though? I don't understand. Was it intentional to get caught? I mean,
No, they got
like
too
it.
cocky. That's what I think. They got too cocky. Because
well, I mean, look at their picture. I mean,
in
come
the
on,
video-
that's like cocky right there, dude.
one of the shots you can see the gentleman in like further back. He has the money in his mouth.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
cool.
actually thought the person, it would be my left. No, it would be, looking at it. I thought that was a girl at first, actually.
Nah.
But they're two dudes.
Two dudes.
All right, how
I don't
about
know
this
why
guy
anybody
here?
would steal an iPad anymore because to find my iPad.
Okay,
you
now
know,
see,
but
this is
whatever.
like Honduras.
This is pretty awesome.
This is Honduras. Well, no, I did hear about it. Go ahead.
This is the guy that the cops were looking for him, and so what he decided to do face his paint black, and
Oh.
oh, hold on, looks like we got a caller here. Let me see.
Is it gonna
We
be?
got a
It's gonna
caller.
be D. Jeff Adams
Yeah.
calling in.
Let me see
It
who
probably
it
is
is.
Jeff trying to tell me to keep the show clean.
You're on the air.
On the air?
Yeah.
Yes, it is
Who
Jeff.
is this?
It is
Yeah,
totally
I have a
Jeff.
question.
Yeah, go for it, sir.
Why did those guys put that thing in the cloud?
He didn't put in the cloud. He forgot about to turn off the cloud.
So they found him.
They found
You guys are
him.
morons.
Not more than the guy painting his face black so he doesn't get busted. I mean, come on. You cut in on our second wacky story.
He did. Do you ever make it to the dentist?
I'm just checking on my children. I'm worried about you. I packed you guys a brown paper lunch,
Daddy, we're okay.
and
I
I put
swear
a little note on your napkins for
we
you.
won't drop any
Just to
F-bombs.
tell you that I care. All right.
All right.
I'll let you
Thank
get back
you.
to your show.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right,
Dad.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, once again, seems.
He's checking up on us. I think he doesn't know if we can hang.
You know
all
what I
three
think
of
it is?
us.
I think he doesn't have that let go feeling. He's like, should
yeah,
I
you
let
can't
go?
release it. Right,
Can I let
right,
go?
Right. But we did say on the break, I think that's a good sign that you can leave your own
Exactly.
show.
Mm-hmm. No,
And
definitely.
he could trust me to do all this stuff. Yeah.
Exactly, Chris.
Right. So
Have you
here's
moved in with Jeff yet?
Oh no.
This takes the cake. He paints his face black.
Now, is it racist? Is that like blackface racist?
Exactly. That's what I was
That's
gonna.
totally blackface.
Isn't it blackface?
I mean,
Yes.
it definitely is.
But he's
Absolutely.
Mexican.
But
though.
he's not a white guy,
Mexican.
yeah.
He's not a white
He's not a
guy.
white
though.
guy,
He's not a white
That's
guy.
why
So
I'm
it's
asking.
okay.
Is it?
I don't
It's
know.
okay.
And,
I don't
and is
know.
it even racist if it's just like I'm trying to blend in with the dark and not be seen by the police?
Last time I checked, I'm not black. So
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's maybe
we
rhetorical.
need our black
We
correspondent
need
to
a
call
black
it.
because you
Yeah.
only are representing Spanish.
Exactly.
So
So how about this one?
I
Can you
can't
guys
tell what
figure
that
it out
is.
what that is?
Hold on. It looks like a boat with
Okay.
a life jacket.
It looks like a car door. that's open.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so
I'm getting confused by the.
I used to do a lot of drugs back in the day, so I can't tell.
I'm getting
Confessions with
confused
Nick.
by
That's what we got here.
by the inset. Like I keep getting drawn to the inset where it looks like it's a dude with something over his head.
Okay, so this is what this girl
Oh my God, that
is
would
trying
be
to do.
freaky, Denny.
This is what this girl's trying to do. She's trying to twerk while a car moving.
No,
You guys, I didn't know what
no.
Listen, I didn't know what twerking was till like a month ago.
So
Can you
she's
believe
trying
that?
to twerk, and I'm gonna tweet all this. There's an actual video. I could not pull it up because it's.
Tell me
it's
she fell out of the
it's
car while it was
she
running.
She fell out of the car. No, but this is the thing. She has. She has her leg on the door. The car's moving. She has her leg at one at the door, and she has her leg inside
On the
car.
seat?
So
I
she's
can't
twerking.
even tell. I can't even see that
She's
at all.
twerking. Like, let me see what.
God must be shielding my eyes.
Right. She has a in the video. She has a leg right here, and then the other leg is.
Okay,
Yeah,
right
this,
here.
this is her face. Like her face is kind of
Yeah,
up,
her face is like
is
right.
right above the red.
Yes, that's her
That's
hair.
so wrong.
That's her
Head sticking out.
Yeah.
The blue down in the corner is like her shorts.
That's
She's got one
Exactly.
leg on the seat, one leg on
Okay,
the.
now I can see it. Denny's good, man.
Denny's
Denny
good, yeah.
should be.
And then
reading-
in the big picture,
Denny
that's the
should be
back
a
of her head
radiologist.
falling out of the car.
You need to be a radiologist. You'd be able to see.
So
like,
she fell. So the reason I couldn't
is
pull
she
out.
okay? I mean, I know we're like.
Well, no, she's not.
Nah,
she's
she's
twerking
not
in
okay.
a moving
She's
car.
twerking in a moving car.
That's true.
She needs help all the way.
She needs help, man. She needs to contact Rap with Nick for counseling. That's what she needs.
There you go. Now we got this one right here. And this was a headline.
This is like a typical Polk County picture
This
right here.
definitely looks like.
This is the headline right here. White pastor
Ooh, I did see this one.
fakes his
Yes.
hold up and getting shot by interracial couple.
Wait,
No.
fakes his hold up.
Yeah, like he said to the police that
That he's getting held up.
He got like by gunpoint
By
and got
an
shot
yes,
by interracial
yes.
couple. I was like, really? Are we back there again?
I think
So
yeah.
what was his motive? Was his motive saying that interracial couples are bad?
Yes.
Yeah, what? Oh, wow.
You
Do
know,
we know
like
what
I'm a
city this
Christian
was
and
in?
everything,
What
but like
city
why do
was this
Christians
in?
do this kind of stuff?
Because they want us to look like douchebags.
Exactly.
Can we say douchebags?
Yes, you can say douchebag. I don't know what the dump button is. I mean, I think it's this one.
Fart trot red.
Oh no, it's not that one. I'm so
You-
sorry. I thought that was the
I will
dump
never
button.
live this down, people. Anybody who's listening, they're using what I said about something about letting it rip, and they're using it as
Blame
a
it all on
prop.
me. Hank, blame it all on me, Taylor.
Hank, I know you got my back. Yes, me and my friend are gonna write a book that's called "Stop Making God Look Like a D-Bag." We're gonna call it douchebag though.
That would
because
actually be
that
pretty
is
good.
exactly what people like this are doing.
Well, yesterday Jeff talked about how
It irritates the snot out
you
of
know
me.
when you accept that position of Christianity or like a leader,
Pastor.
pastoral, it's a hard responsibility because you have to keep up that image, and we're not perfect, you know. So it's hard, and then when you do stuff like that, makes it looks like douchebag. Seriously.
Well,
Totally.
I think that too. It's yes, there's that extra level of responsibility, but if you're real all the way through, where you're admitting that
you're not
I'm a
having-
pastor, but I'm not perfect,
Thank you.
then you don't have as far to fall.
I'm
but when
so
you
with Denny because you don't have to keep up that image.
You
Because
don't.
you Christians do cuss, and Christians they just don't want people to know that they do this stuff, and they do look at porn, they do all this stuff, and so they try to keep up that image, which makes you look like a fake, which the world doesn't want to hear.
Exactly.
Man, don't get me start preaching now. Okay, but look at his eyes, guys. I'm a therapist. Crazy
eyes,
Okay.
yes.
You can always tell eyes are the windows to
Yes.
the soul.
and does
Crazy
did he
eyes.
bleach his hair or is it just
he
the lighting?
bleached-
I think it's the
well, it might
lighting,
be the
though.
lighting. Yeah, he's got.
You see his
he's like
forehead.
bad tan.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
forehead. Now,
Either
He's got
either
crazy
he's
eyes.
spray tan from his eyebrows.
Because that's like almost like meth or like I'm manic eyes, like right there. He's got like some
yeah, he does. Now,
M&M going on.
here's the
and not
other
the
one
singer.
right here. You guys know about the S?
I heard about this.
You heard
one
about
too.
this one?
But what was she doing? They said.
Okay,
it was,
well, here's the thing. I don't have her name, but her name is
it
Ava.
starts with an A. Yeah.
Ava something.
Ava. Yeah.
So this is what she does. Have you guys heard about Tinder?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
it's
Tinder
an app.
is a
Swipe
dating
right.
app.
A what? What'd you call
It's a
it?
swipe. No, it is.
Swipe
It's a
right.
swipe right. Here how it works. It's Tinder. How it works. You swipe left if you don't.
If you don't
like
think the person's
person is
attractive.
attractive. You
Swipe
swipe
right
right
if you-
to like it.
Yes,
now,
I've
if
heard of
you
this.
both like each other, you get a
Then you get it.
message saying, "Hey, you compatible?" Because I tried it. It doesn't work.
Right.
So Ava right here, this was in Austin, Texas. So what she did was they put it up there.
She looks like she's 12.
That's the first
Yes,
thing
she
too.
does.
She does look
Thank
like
you.
she's 12. Then she decided to contact a couple of people, And this is one of the messages right here. So when you go to that website, you could put what you're doing. So here it says
on Tinder, you mean?
on
When
Tinder.
you go to
When you go to the Tinder Tinder app. So it starts talking, and he goes, "Sweeping in Austin, also I see," and she decides to say, "Hello, Brock. I'd like to know a few questions from."
Why don't we role play this? Why doesn't Nicole be Ava?
Okay, Nicole,
and,
you be
and
Ava.
You can be Brock.
Yeah.
Okay, can you read it? Because I know it's kind of small from your screen.
Yeah, she's
Okay,
saying hello,
I'll be
Brock.
blue. I'll be blue, and you be gray.
Yeah, I can read gray.
Okay, sweeping in Austin, also I see.
Hello, Brock. I'd like to get to know you. May I ask you a few questions?
Absolutely.
Have you ever been in love?
Once. I think that was a while ago.
I see. I haven't, although it sounds nice. How cheesy is that? What makes you human?
What makes me human? Let's see. Well, my beating heart and these feelings, I guess. Weird
These
feelings.
weird feelings.
Yeah,
he
these
says.
weird feelings, I guess.
Oh, there's more.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
What? Okay. I like this answer. What attracts you to me? Interesting. Wow, she's very direct.
I just thought you were absolutely gorgeous. And you have an innocence. Now, that goes to that 12-year-old little face right there.
She's not wearing hardly any makeup.
She's not wearing hardly any makeup. She looks like she just woke up. I continue reading. But we all know I could be totally wrong.
Thank you, Brock. That is very kind of you. Last question. If you could meet me anywhere, where would you choose?
Now, here we go with a weird, creepy when it, starts. He goes, considering we're both in Austin now, I have to say in Austin.
Yeah, that is kind of creepy. You are clever. You've passed my test. Take a look at my Instagram and let me know if I've passed yours. What is she left her Instagram?
And she left her Instagram.
Meet Ava. Okay.
And he says, perfect. Now,
this is a random stranger that
this is a random stranger. So listen to the reason behind this. The reason behind this is to...
Because this was actually on Facebook, but I didn't read the full article.
So what they did was the SX...
South by Southwest?
South by Southwest. It's a film festival. So this is a movie they are promoting. Ava plays a computer that wants to know what human feels like. So she goes online and asks questions like this. Now, tell me that is
genius.
Isn't that super genius right there? Like, that is totally perfect.
So this Brock guy is a real dude. That doesn't have a clue.
Yep.
He should be on that show where the guy comes out and, the guy's got the beer and he's meeting the 12-year-old girl up. So what's the name of that? That Dateline show or something?
Exactly. And now the other question is that the way that they did it, because Ava the actress was actually the one sending the messages.
Right.
So it wasn't the producer, it wasn't the directors, it was actually her.
But the producers knew she was doing this.
Yes, it was all the producers' idea, and actually it was the festival's idea. But I thought that was pretty interesting too.
Heck
like,
yeah.
Isn't like catfishing?
Totally. It totally is. Yeah. How many people did she do this with?
She did it a couple. And only the story they only covered Brock.
Brock, okay.
I bet Brock is kind of famous right now.
Yeah, Brock's probably getting viral. He could make YouTube videos right now and just be.
Oh yeah. Now I got the second
I wonder if
story.
Brock is
I got a
married
couple one. I got a couple
kids.
ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now this picture right here.
Scandalous.
This was last year in December. So what happened last year was a Japanese town is being overrun by scarecrows.
Wow. Japanese.
Any take on that one?
Not
Japanese.
Chinese. Okay.
Japanese. They're being
Taken
overrun by scarecrows.
Is this kind of like zombie apocalypse? Because I really want to know everybody's fascination with zombie apocalypse.
We'll talk about zombie apocalypse after this.
Okay, good.
Because I want to get you guys' take on this. So the population for this town, you want to know what it is?
I'm going to say...
If you've been overrun by scarecrows.
I'm going to say scarecrows outnumber humans.
Yes.
Yeah.
By a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'll take it to you. What do you think? What's the population in this Japanese town? And they're being overrun by scarecrows.
Maybe 50 people to 200 scarecrows.
You, Nick?
I was going to say 200 people to maybe more scarecrows. Maybe, I don't know, 300 scarecrows.
All right, there's 35 people in this city.
No
That was
way,
close.
dude.
In the town.
Yeah, you were
Only
close.
35.
Wow.
How many scarecrows?
Who's making the scarecrows?
That lady right there.
That's crazy.
So
you should
if
get a
the
bigger
other
close-up
picture
of her eyes to see if she has crazy eyes.
Hold on. I don't want to sound racist now.
No, I know that.
Can you see her eyes?
No,
Does
I mean,
Japanese people and Chinese people have eyes?
yes, they do.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
I'm just
All right, cool.
saying,
All right,
we were
cool.
talking about the other guy. Does she like making scarecrows?
Oh, obviously.
Obviously, they're being overrun by scarecrows.
You know what it reminds me of? The movie I Am Legend. I don't know why it reminds me of that, but it does.
Well, the mannequins.
'Cause I love Will Smith.
If you saw Will Smith, he
Yes.
always interacted with the mannequins when he at the beginning.
So it's like what you do psychologically to have more people around you. She started making scarecrows.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, that's
you think,
what it
you
reminds
think
me.
that's
Yeah.
what happens?
Yeah, she was like, man, we don't have any peeps here. We can't reproduce.
Needed
so
somebody to talk to.
We need someone to talk to. Let's make some scarecrows. Look how many scarecrows were in the classroom. That's creepy.
True.
So you got to do what you got to do, man. It's called overcompensating.
Now, what do you want? What do you want to talk about? Zombies. So have you seen The Walking Dead? That's the first one I'm going to ask you.
I have not seen The Walking Dead.
Did you know we had Big Tiny here in the studios last year?
No, I didn't know
I got
that.
to meet him. He was an interesting guy.
Is he on The Walking Dead? Fill me in here.
Yes, he's
Denny,
on
do you
season
watch
3.
The
I did not
Walking
watch
Dead?
The Walking Dead.
Okay.
no.
He's on season 3. He's actually the big black guy. But
Okay.
his name on the show is Big Tiny.
Very cool.
And I think I stopped at season 3.
Why did you stop watching it?
Well, because I like to watch it all at once. so I don't like to wait. And then I got really far behind because I think they're like on season 5.
Yeah, they've been making
Yeah,
a lot of
I think they're in season 5. So what do you want to talk about zombies?
I'm just saying people are fascinated. They're like literally. So I guess it's because of the show, The Walking Dead. I mean, it's written about. There's blogs about it. There's YouTube. I mean, zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. So do you think we're gonna go to a zombie apocalypse?
No, I don't. Do you think we are?
No,
Denny?
no way.
You don't believe in a zombie apocalypse?
No, I don't think so.
I think people are fascinated with zombies. I think it kind of. I mean, if you want to get a little deep, I think it kind of portrays what's going on in our world these days. Like people are alive, but they're really not alive. They're kind of like walking. I think it's a metaphor of how people are living these days.
Now, I'm going to ask you this since we have the doctor in the house.
I'm not a doctor.
We got Dr. Nick in the house.
I am so not
I wish
a
I had
doctor.
we know where the doctor button is.
Yeah, well, you don't know where the
there's-
buttons is, so
there
let's just
isn't.
stay away from the fart one,
You
okay?
wanna stay with- but I don't-
No,
Okay, all right, cool. Never mind. So,
learn
why,
some self-control here.
Why do you think that people go to that TV show other than what you said? Because here's what I think. I think
Yeah, because you've watched it.
I watched it, and
What attracts you to it?
the whole zombie thing. Not because I'm
What?
well, it's not. It's a survival thing. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's mostly for me. It's like, okay, so how would I survive? Even though I don't believe it, there's actually a book, Survival of the Zombie,
Yeah,
Zombie
they're
Survival.
like doomsday preppers
Yeah,
for zombies.
exactly.
Right.
And if you go to one of the ammunition websites,
Mhm.
they have zombie ammo,
Mhm.
which I thought you just had to shot them in the head and they were done.
And they're
But-
done. Right.
Exactly.
But apparently they'll
But-
keep trying to eat you.
Exactly. But the fascinating about the zombie thing is that it just gives you that survival. For me, it's like survival preparedness. Now, yes, I was listening on the radio show. They were talking about what if the power runs out,
Which actually could be
which is actually more true
more
than that.
true than yes.
So, do you feel that you will be prepared if the power goes out?
Yes. Because I've studied about it and I know a little bit more about that, and I know that people won't believe that it's out for a long period of time.
How long do you think people can survive without power?
I think they will start freaking out after 2 days. Literally. But because if you I mean, I've read, and I don't want to like put out any preachers' names or whatever, but like you can study the possibilities of them freezing all satellite. You would have no communication, none of this stuff, and you don't want to freak people out and get all the whole fear thing. But really, what it boils down to is coping skills and really being aware of what's happening. So after 4 days, people will realize that it's maybe sooner, because how are they gonna be communicating with everybody since we are so internet? You know what I'm saying? So how will they know? Are you getting a call in?
No, I'm reading some. Do you know Melissa?
Yes.
She says that she's the one that told you about twerking.
She is the one that told me about twerking.
She's the one that told about
Literally,
twerking?
I guess, yes, Melissa Kruger told me about what twerking was, because she's like, Nicole, this girl was what, and she started telling me the story, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know what twerking is. She had to educate me on it. She actually gave me like a full, showed me like what they do, and I was kind of
Did
shocked.
she actually perform the
She didn't
act?
perform it, but she just stood up and said, like, this is what they would be doing. kind of like trying to give me a bit, I was like, wow. And they would like wear heels like sometimes, and I just didn't really understand that at all, like what that was all about.
Now, Denny, are you prepared if the power goes out?
Like we're just talking like electric, like
yeah, like there's
no cell phone,
there's
nothing.
no electricity.
You have no electricity.
I mean, like, am I prepared this day, this second?
Like, do you have
right now,
firewood
we
in
go
your back
boom,
yard?
we're done.
I could be prepared.
You could
I mean,
be.
like I feel like I could make it for a while.
Yeah. What do you have?
I mean, like I don't have like wood stored up, but I mean, like
I have wood stored.
I have. Well, then you're better than me.
I think.
But I mean, I grew up in the woods.
Yeah,
like
we
I grew up
in the
kind
woods.
of, like not. I mean, not that I ever had to be in a survival situation, but I feel like I mean, I know how to start a fire. I know how to do some of those type of things.
You gotta get near water. You gotta get out of the city and near water. Is that what they do in Walking Dead? Do they get out of the city or they stay in the city?
Well, this is the thing about Walking Dead. They stay on the East Coast. They go from Georgia, because the whole thing is filmed in Georgia,
right?
And then they go up, but then they come back down to Georgia, and then they try to go up, and they come back down to Georgia. Now, I'm gonna ask you, because this was kind of creeping me out yesterday, and I like to see what people say. Is if a zombie apocalypse happens, right? Where would you go?
That's a good question.
Go to an island.
But I wouldn't stay in the city. This is what I would do if electricity goes out tonight. I would get out of the city. I would get out of the city, and I've got some very small wooded area fish camps that I would go to because I know I can fish, I can hunt, and I would have water, and I would have firewood.
Now, they did a study in the 1970s about this, and people will survive for 72 hours. After 72 hours, chaos begins.
Well, look at Katrina. Look at Katrina.
And 90% of the population will die.
Yeah, look at Katrina. That is a foreshadow of what would happen. And that was one area. That wasn't the whole world. That wasn't the whole country. So I have bikes because after a while, I mean, well, actually electricity, if that really happens, I forget what they call it. Do you know the name, the official name, like where it's, there's this thing that it would literally.
Oh, the EMP?
Yeah, EMP. Thank you. So you wouldn't be able to start your car either. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I'll just take my car and blah, blah, blah. You don't have a car.
No. What the study said, you have to have 72 hours to collect what you have and go where you have to go in 72 hours. Because after that, you're done. Because everybody's going to come.
So they would really be like zombies because they would be looting and shooting you. Okay, so I see what you're saying. I see the fascination.
You see the whole fascination about
I like
the
that
whole.
link. Yeah.
So it was
they'd be
interesting.
after you. They'd be stealing our wood. I mean,
exactly.
They'd be stealing.
They'd be robbing,
your
looting
guns.
everything.
They'd be robbing and looting everything. And if you don't have a water purifier, people get the. I mean, I'm sure you might have one where you can put the pills in, or you can. I mean, I lived in a third world country for 3 years, so
they have a straw. Actually,
they do have a straw.
They have the straw. You could buy the straw, and literally, I've seen it on
really,
TV
water
ads.
is your number one thing.
Right. Water is the most important thing. Life straw. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate that.
What's life straw? What's she talking about?
That's the straw.
The straw
that that's the name of it.
Purifies. Now.
See, I know a lot of things. I don't know their names. I'll be like, what's your name again, Kris? I am really bad with names. And I'm a therapist. You think I'd be better at it. Sorry.
Now, Denny.
Yes.
You're on the spot.
I'm going to put you on the spot. We talked about running. And I have...
And running naked.
Now, somebody
to each their own.
Like a zombie. Sorry.
A naked running zombie. That'd be pretty cool. So... if somebody went up to surgery with an ankle surgery, how fast can they start getting back on the running schedule?
Are you gonna have ankle surgery, Kris?
I already did. I got brand new ankles. I'm bionic on my ankles.
Nice.
There's a lot of variables, but it would depend on exactly what the surgery was, what kind of range of motion issues maybe you have in your feet and your ankles. But assuming that everything's healed and you're ready to go. I mean, you just kind of start. You just start going back. Start small, start slow, and whether it's running a block, whether it's running a quarter of a mile, whether it's running just to the end of the street. I mean,
but
I'm
gonna play a little advocate here since I was hit by a car running, and I do have I wouldn't say I have a bionic knee. Did you mean that because I have a lot of wiring and tools in my knee?
Well, I have a screw wire, so that's one of my ankles.
So when you get hit by a car, usually the car wins. And what I'm thinking...
Every time the car wins.
Wait a minute, the car wins? Are you sure?
Undefeated
we tested
still.
this out?
Well, I'm still alive, but I did have staples in my head and several surgeries on my knee. But isn't running bad, Denny? Like, doesn't it pound on those ankles and knees?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely an increased amount of force. You know, you're adding more pounding to your joints, but you know, you can kind of, depending on how you run. I mean, there's different. You know, if you have good form, you're putting less stress and less strain, less pounding.
I mean, especially if zombies are coming out.
Especially if zombies are coming out, you might want to have at least a little bit of running in your background in case.
You should,
you know.
definitely. Denny, what do you think about running with no shoes? You know, they've done studies on that, and it's actually better. Do you believe that?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I do too.
I have the shoes I wear are very minimal. I mean, they're not like the minimal, but there's not much to them.
They're not like the ones with the toes in it, where it's just like basically a
no,
sock.
they're not the Vibrams, but they're also not like the big thick soled shoes. Like I have very very small amount of cushioning, and it's definitely changed the way I run for the better. I used to have lots of knee pain and shin pain and achiness after a run, and then when I switched my form first, I made a conscious effort to change how I ran. And then once that became ingrained, then I switched my shoes.
So you run on your toes?
I run kind of 4 foot, yeah, definitely.
4 foot.
All right, we have hold on before we go any further. We have 2 questions. Let's see. The first one is best running story, please.
Denny. Oh man. Gosh,
naked one.
I don't have a good naked running story.
You don't have to be naked. Just a bad.
I am totally kidding.
He hasn't done that yet.
I don't have that. I haven't accrued that story yet.
Yeah, what's your best story? That is a good question.
Man, I don't know.
Thank you, Melissa.
Gosh, dead air. I don't want to.
All right, so let's go to question number 2.
Yeah, let's go to question number 2, and I'll keep thinking on that one.
Most embarrassing running story.
Ooh.
For myself or for others?
No, for
yourself, dude.
Oh, man.
We're trying to get to know you.
So no way.
I feel like, gosh.
That one, Denny.
I
totally know which one would be.
For me?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say because I don't know which one would be.
All right, what you think, Nick?
Listen, I want to go back to the zombie thing. So
no.
It's really important. I'm not telling my embarrassing story.
You have
no. I'm not. I am telling. Did Melissa ask that?
Yes.
She's my friend, and I am not telling it on the air. No way.
Melissa, please.
No way.
Melissa,
she's a valuable listener to the Jeff Adams Show.
So Melissa,
and you are thumbing your nose at the listeners of the Jeff Adams Show.
She's going to be speaking at a conference, by the way, which I'm plugging.
Plug it in.
So is Denny. He's right there. Wait, where is Denny? Here he is.
I'm right there.
Thank you.
So, Melissa, I need you to do me a favor. Grab your phone, 818-927-6205.
I thought we were going to talk about politics.
Nicole's taking her ball and going home. She didn't want to play anymore.
Hey, Bubba. How are you? But, there's no stories?
No.
Any of you guys?
I really have a pretty tame, I don't have any good running stories. I didn't run in college or high school or like that. I feel like for most people, that's where the best / most embarrassing running stories come from are like away meets with the team on the bus and maybe a hotel and things just start to go crazy.
Melissa, the phone number is 818-927-6205.
So for me, I really don't have anything that good that I can think of. Oh yeah, that's. I've picked up an orange off the side of the road and eaten that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Running by a grove type of deal. But I mean,
okay, I was gonna go. That's more of a gross story.
But it was definitely like
I just saw an orange on the floor. I'm gonna go pick it up.
But it wasn't like a perfectly ripe. I think it had been there for a little while, but I had half of it.
Yeah, I told you the one, and I used to fall a lot because we ran in Pensacola with all the trails, But I told you the one where I didn't have my glasses. I wear contacts now, and I would step on snakes sunning themselves, like in between the rocks and stuff, like on the trail where there would be like spots of sun. And I remember my coach like yelling at me, and then I would just fall. Like I would really eat it hard on the roots and stuff because obviously I wasn't wearing my glasses. I mean, hello guys. The key is to wear some sort of eye so you can actually see where you're running. So I would fall, and I remember my coach, he was so mean. He would just make fun of me, and they would all be like, get up. And this was cross-country college.
Well, here's my story, because I did a lot of running in the military, even though I hated it. So you have to do PT tests every year.
Ooh, yeah.
And, hold on, wait a minute.
I have fallen before. I mean, I don't feel like that's that embarrassing.
Did you fall in a race?
I've never fallen in a race.
Welcome to the Jeff Adams Show. Who is this?
Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. Thank you for coming to the Jeff Adams Show. I believe that you have a question for our co-host, Dr.
I am not
Nicole
a doctor.
Welch.
Oh my God.
Go ahead and ask a question, please.
I already spilled some of my stories.
Hi, Nicole.
Hey, Melissa.
We would love to hear your embarrassing running story.
Now, before we put her on blast, do you have one, Melissa?
Oh, I'm not a runner.
So it's easy to sit there and poke fun at others, huh? And you can just play that whole card. That's just so convenient. How convenient is that?
You're on the screen, baby. You're on the screen.
All right. Back on you, Nick. Just give us a highlight. You don't have to say the embarrassing stuff. Just what led up to the embarrassing stuff. Skip that and then...
Well, I mean, I've always had to go to the bathroom before in the woods.
Okay.
And I got lost in the woods. Did I tell you that one?
I don't remember.
Me and my friend got lost, and we were like literally, you know, we were cross country runners, so we were only wearing literally what
No,
are
I
they
think I
called?
did, yeah.
Sports bras and the tiny little shorts. And it was dark. It was like 7 o'clock at night, and I mean, we were laughing. We were saying they're just going to find our sports bras hanging on a tree somewhere, and we'll be eaten by coyotes out in Pensacola.
Or zombies.
Or zombies. I'm just saying, if you do need to, if the zombies come, you need to have shoes on because you might step on glass or something. While
Well, didn't you guys see
people are shooting at you.
Zombieland?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
No.
That movie was fantastic.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
I
So,
don't like
do you
scary
remember?
movies.
Do you remember the tips?
It's not scary.
Do you remember the tips?
Some of them. Cardio is a big one. That's like
Cardio's
number one.
the big one.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
There is
Cardio, you mean
shoot
like-
twice.
Yep. And the other one? There's another one.
About running or?
Yeah, about running.
Gosh.
Melissa, have you seen that movie?
Is she still there?
Yeah, she's still there.
There's a delay on the sound.
I guess there is. Either that or she's listening through the...
She needs headphones.
We're going to drop you. Thank you for calling, Melissa.
I mean, I remember that cardio. You know, cardio was important.
Mm-hmm.
I remember shoot twice. I remember always check the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember a running rule.
The fat guy. You always have to run.
Oh, you just have to run faster than your
the
slowest
fat guy.
friend. Yeah.
That's
So you always
terrible.
always have to have that
That
fat
is
friend. You
terrible.
always
Fat guy.
have to have that fat friend.
That is awful.
So what's that awful?
Because it just is. What if you want to help your fat friend run with you so you don't get eaten? Both of you might get eaten by the zombies.
No, then you have to go see. You have to see a lot of movies. You have to see Zombieland.
I don't like scary movies.
It's not
scary.
scary.
It's a comedy.
Okay.
They make fun of.
If you can get through like the first minute and a half is a little bit kind of like,
So
but
let's
after
go
that,
to
then it's just
Chris.
fun.
What would you do if there was a zombie takeover and we had no electricity? Well, let's just say, what would you do with no electricity? Where would you go?
Well, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared.
Okay,
at
but
all.
what would you do?
I'll go.
Think off your feet here.
I go over there, Alaska, that kind of thing.
How are you going to get over there, dude? You ain't got no car.
I got 72 hours, right?
Yeah.
And you can't drive there in 72 hours.
You have a bike?
You could drive. I made it across from California to Florida in 32 without stopping.
Okay, we're
only for gas.
talking about
You have no
Alaska,
idea
buddy.
how far Alaska is.
Well, that's what I'm in that kind of side. No.
You don't know geography.
I'm in that kind of side of the area.
You know, I know when you look at a map of the United States, like Alaska is always pictured down in the corner by California.
Good one,
But
Denny.
in the real world,
So
it's
not next,
way
It's
up.
not next to Hawaii. It's
That was good. Because, you know, he was getting us for not knowing our politics, but now we get him for not knowing his geography.
There we go.
There you go. Thank you, Denny. You are good with those buttons.
That's a good
All right,
one.
let's talk politics. How much time we got?
We got.
As much time as we want.
Well, that too.
Twerking and politics.
We got let's see, we got a couple of minutes.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because I gotta go. I got a podcast.
So what do you want to know? Well,
I don't know. Were you gonna bring us some insight here on what's going on in our world?
No, not
with
really.
The millennials.
Well, Jeff sent me a.
That the millennials
Jeff
are
sent
smart.
me.
I saw that.
Yeah, that one. So what do you think about that? Are they going stupider? I think they are. The reason they are going stupider is because look at all this stuff. We got machines running 90% of our life. And it goes back to what we talked about earlier.
Survival.
You know, the survival.
Yeah,
if
I agree.
power goes out, what can you really do? Really, think about it. Sit down, think about it. If power goes out right now, what can you do? Well, you can't call home.
Nope.
Because there's no phone lines.
You can't get your family. Yeah.
You can't get your family because, you know, if the EMP does go off, the car's not going to work.
Yep.
So you can start walking. All right, so you start walking, and how many people can encounter in that walk? Because everybody's going to start freaking out.
Right. So
And
I'm going to be running
Well, you're going to be running.
with Denny.
Yeah.
Well, Denny will get there first.
He will because I have a knee
Yeah.
injury.
And I'm not running because
I
I'm
probably
not running.
shouldn't run. I'll
Yeah.
speed walk it.
You
I'll
can
get
speed walk it.
home,
You go
yeah.
like those old
Yep.
ladies at the...
I can do that. Yep.
We could do that. And you live right here. I live 2 hours.
Well, you'll go with me, and then we'll get bikes.
All right, so they're saying that we need to run in our underwears. So let's go back to the underwear thing.
I told you.
Yeah, everybody's
It gets
like,
more ratings.
Everybody's
Yeah,
like,
sex
I want-
sells. Sex
Underwear
sells.
sells, baby.
Everybody's like, say what? How did you drive that far without
He didn't
stopping?
answer my question about the tighty whities or the boxers. I mean,
Yeah,
are you
well,
flopping
look at that.
around or are you wearing
Yeah,
tighty
so-
whities?
Well, I mean, I've never done it.
I
but
know, but do you know about the races?
I've
So-
seen pictures. There, you always talk about them in Runners, like Runners World magazine. Always have every
Yeah, like
couple of
Runners
months. They'll have
World.
like a write up on the St. Patty's Day run or the
Right.
Christmas.
They're all
the
green and
Christmas-
drunk. Yeah.
So, but a lot of times it's like boxer briefs for the guys. But I've seen boxers in pictures. But who knows? I mean, they could have tighty whities underneath
That's
and then have
true.
like some kind of festive
That's true.
looking boxers over the top. So who knows?
Yeah, because those would chafe.
But
You don't want chafing.
the reason I didn't have the
See, a
underwear.
real runner knows what that means.
Yeah, I did stop, but we had two. I got asked a question: how did I make it that far without stopping from California here? We had two drivers.
Yeah, because that is really.
that's a
I
long-
went to Chicago in 22 hours, and we were hauling it, dude. We didn't stop.
Yeah, and I didn't want to stop because my dad had to go to work. We left on a Friday.
That's
We got
insane.
here on Sunday. He had to go to work on Monday.
From here to California,
Well, California to here.
because that's a 3-day.
It's a hike.
Yeah.
It is.
And you did it in how many hours?
32.
32.
How fast were y'all driving?
80. Plus, listen to
Freeway
this.
speeds.
Did you,
had
ever
a-
stop and go pee or no?
No.
Or you just
Bottles,
we just
baby.
went with
Oh my
bottles.
god,
Military style.
that's hardcore.
But listen to
dude.
this. When we
That's
went
so hardcore.
our way from, I think it was New Mexico to whatever state hits New Mexico, so
Texas.
Texas, you had to go to customs. I had to go to customs.
Through Texas?
From
There's
the border.
no. There's no customs between New Mexico and Texas.
Yeah, I'm
There is.
calling. I'm
No
calling
way.
a BS
There
one.
is.
Can somebody
No
call in? Melissa,
There-
Google it.
I had to go through customs.
No way.
It was a so they do have, I don't know, I never been to that side of the country until that time. So they have this big old canopies, and they do random searches.
Yeah, so you
And
guys
by
were
the
looking
custom.
shady, and they
No, they
tested
stopped
you.
everybody. So we got stopped by a random.
There had to have
state.
been something going on. There had to have been like
No,
an
it's-
alert or like I there can't be 365 days a year that there's this random check. Like,
Yeah, I
but if there was
agree with
something,
Denny
if there
on
was
that.
something going on, if there was some,
Let's call your
big,
dad.
maybe a big, possibility of drug shipment coming through
Yeah.
Mexico or something coming through Mexico, and they're assuming that this person
you're
or
a
this whatever
cop,
was
Kris.
getting over that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you it is possible. So what they do is, since it's part of the government, they have RAMs, random anti-terrorism measurements,
Right.
and it is random.
So it's
And
not every day.
It's not every day.
Okay.
No. It's like, for example, ours. Here's a little inside.
Yeah,
Ours was
jeez.
when you go to the military, the security people will tell us, okay, today magic number is number 3. So every third car going in, or today's
Nice.
color is blue, every blue car coming in, or there's like you pick what it is. So I usually pick, like, if I was being real lazy, I'll pick every 10 car because I'm not. gonna
Would
get
you be
mixed up.
like every Honda or every?
We could do that,
Nice.
or you could do every old person. Like, we used to mix it up. It was like, all right, every blue car, but they have to be driving like 2 people inside.
With a female driver or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the
Okay.
female drivers always got stopped, no matter what.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Especially if they were cute and wearing something low cut.
Here's we're gonna close out with this story. We're gonna close out with this
Ladies,
story.
You better bat me up here.
We're gonna close out with this story. So back when I was working, I was a patrolman.
Right.
So I had the new guys at the gate,
Mm-hmm.
and I was to tell them, if it's a cute girl, let me know. Text
Mm-hmm.
me, tell me the car, what it is, and I'll stop her.
This is how you met your wife. No, I'm
Nope.
just kidding.
I did meet in the military. She was a cop too. But they tell me, it's like, hey, Maria's coming through the gate. It's just a friend of ours,
Mhm.
not a cop. I said, all right, tell me what car she's driving. So I hit the
You would
lights.
totally mess with her.
I will totally mess with her. That was the only
Oh, I
time I
would
could do
kill
it
you.
because after that she knew it was me.
Right.
So I tried to mess with her, and then like I pulled up the lights and the siren, and then she stopped,
I'd kill
and
you.
I come up with a spear like, move forward, please.
I don't want
Keep
my
your
car to hit me.
hands up. Yeah, yeah.
And then she'll keep moving forward, and I'm like,
No, ma'am. I need you to keep going forward, please.
No,
and then,
that's
and
like
then
a
she'll get up,
blooper
and then
video.
I was like,
Ma'am, if you don't listen to me, I will detain you at this time.
she was all freaked out. And I
Yeah,
was
that is scary.
And then when I was leaving the car, I was like,
Ma'am, I need you to keep your hands on the steering wheel.
Oh my God.
and
thank
after
God
that,
you were
I was
friends.
laughing. I was like, hey, gorgeous, how you doing?
That is awful.
All right, so you just announced something about a plugin, so you want to do that before we close out?
I did. Mr. Denny Krahe is speaking, myself, and Melissa, who called in, Melissa Kruger, and my husband, Gavin Welch. We are doing a conference called When the Shift Hits the Fan. And I don't know, maybe I'll post something on Jeff Adams' show. We can plug it on there. It is in Lakeland. It's only a half-day seminar. It's actually
that's the day we actually, me and Jeff are leaving.
I know, you guys are going
Yeah,
to
that's the day
NA.
we're going to NAB.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking, I was like,
Broadcasters.
oh, no, that's when we come back. He's like, no, that's when we leave.
It's going to be really good. It's about shifting your mindset.
Say the name one more time. I love
When
the
the
name.
shift hits the fan. Yes.
The shift?
Hits the fan.
That's
And
what she said.
I love it. And it is about your business. It is a business experimental workshop. We're going to like hands-on. People are going to be, having to, it'll be good.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for joining us today. This was the Jeff Adams Show from Lakeland, Florida. Thank you for watching.
In the chair, Chris.
Yes.